guide to how to set up multiple vNICs on an OpenStack-based Ubuntu VM. Step 1. Create a port on the desired OpenStack network. This can be done via Horizon, GUI, or CLI. At this time, you can use a static IP and/or MAC address, or let OpenStack assign them. So I will go to the network section. Pick the network we're going to add the port on. Click Create Port. I like to name the port something similar to the VM we're attaching to it, and click Create. Step 2. Attach the port created in Step 1 to the VM. So we're going to go back to Instances in Horizon. Click the drop-down next to the VM, and click Attach Interface. Change the first drop-down to By Port, and find the port you created. Click Attach Interface. At this point, I find it's helpful to go into the interface UI for the specific VM. The interface is right here, so you have this information handy. Step 3. Log on to the VM. Check iConfig and note the identifiers of any existing interfaces. As we can see here, this ENS3 and this MAC address is the primary interface. And this is ENS8 and the MAC address is the secondary one we just created. Step 4. Navigate to the NetPlan directory. Step 5. In the NetPlan directory, there should be a file named 50-cloud-init.yaml. Make a copy of this file and rename it. The name can be anything as long as you include .yaml at the end. Step 6. Open the newly created file in an editor of your choice. Step 7. The contents of the file should look like this. Step 8. There are a few changes we need to make to the file. First, move the line version 2 to above the Ethernet's line. Then add the line DHCP-overrides under DHCP true. Add the line route-metric 200 under DCHP overrides. Change the MAC address value to the MAC address of the port created in Step 1. Change the set-name value and ENS3 to ENSX. X should not match any of the other interfaces noted in Step 3. In this example, it was already named ENS8, so we will keep that. So we will change the name to ENS8. Go ahead and write the file to disk. Step 9. Reboot the VM. Go ahead and make sure you can log back into the VM once it comes back up. By following these 9 steps, you have just created multiple vNICs that will keep their configuration if the VM is restored from a backup. Creating a config file for each vNIC in the ETS NetPlan directory, as opposed to placing both vNet configs in one config file, ensures both vNet configs will persist through a restore due to OpenStack recreating the default config when the VM is created. Critical note: when performing any type of restore of the VM, the vNICs and ports need to be attached during the VM creation.